So we're off on another adventure. We are in the heart of gold country. There's a lot of gold mines all around these hills where I'm at. And the Civil War battles were fought right here too, and there's camps nearby, probably. So there's a chance we could find some Civil War stuff. But what we're going to do is we're going to hike up this little creek right here. And see if we can find any remnants of the old gold mines, or maybe some giant gold nuggets the miners lost. They worked this area before the Civil War pretty much, from the 1700s right up to when they had the big gold rushes out west in California. Everybody just kind of left and went out there. But these mines are mostly worked by slaves. I haven't found anything yet. I've been in the water for about 20 minutes. Well, I did find this. This is a big old nut and bolt. It's really old, so we might be getting close to something. I'm not really expecting to find a lot this evening. We have about 3 hours until it gets dark, but we're staying out here tonight, so we're going to get an early start in the morning and hopefully get a decent video. We'll hunt this little creek tonight, head back to the main river, and tomorrow we'll look for Civil War stuff. And hopefully we won't be molested by any bears or haints, but we won't know until we survive the night, will we? By ourselves. It'll be fun. Let's go find some nuggets. This is my first really nice squeaker right here. It's probably, I suspect it's going to be like a rifle casing or a fired modern bullet. It's too high for a Civil War bullet, but we need to check it out because it could be something really cool. Do you see it? Go in there and check it out. Boy, that made a mess, huh? The water was nice and clear. It'll clear fast. Really kind of hard for me to see up here without the mask, so sorry it's taking so long, but it gives us both a little sorry for the spit bubble. Let's get back to digging. That should have it. You see that? It's a dime. Look at that. It's a beautiful dime. Roosevelt. Awesome. I promise you I did not just lose that out of my pocket. I guess other people have been here before us, at least walking. Still working up the river, and I'm seeing some stuff that I can tell that there was something going on here, hopefully long before that person lost their dime. Just dug this. This is some type of forged iron something. Looks almost like a handle maybe, but I'm not sure. But I was also looking over on this the bank here, and I saw this log right here. You can see how the floods have eroded the banks. And there's another log up there, and that's been cut. So we need to go check that out. That could be really, really old. It could be part of a structure, maybe a dam or something for a sluice box, or it's hard to say, but it's definitely been cut like this. The same way on the bottom. That could be 200 years old. We just can't tell. It was in that mud right there. So let's turn the machine on, hunt this a little bit harder, and we'll work our way right up through here. Man, the sun's bright. Ah, pawpaw trees. Still too early for pawpaws, I think. They're getting close though. Those are pawpaws. Even if we don't find anything here, this is just a beautiful spot. I'm glad I came. Look, let's look around a little bit. We just came up through there, but there's some nice deep holes here with bedrock, some hills. That's a man-made hill right there, that little thing. I don't know if that's part of a mine or a homestead or what, but God, what a beautiful place, huh? And we're way out in the middle of nowhere. We're not going to see anybody for days, unless it's a Sam Squanch, but I'm prepared for him this time. I'll show you tonight. When we set up camp, I'll show you. I got my running shoes on. Just dug this little piece of iron. I really thought it was a shell fragment, you know, cannonball or an artillery shell fragment from an exploded ball. But I don't think it is. It doesn't look quite right, but it's a big, heavy chunk of iron. It's almost like a baby piece of pig iron, but I'm not sure. I guess we'll never know on that one. I have a really nice iron signal here. I cannot see what it is, but my little heart is going pitter-pat. Listen to it. Ah, the suspense. I think it's going to be too cloudy, isn't it, to go under and look. Let's go ahead and grab it with a magnet. I know it's definitely iron and it's big. Are you ready? Ooh, there it is. It's not heavy enough for a cannonball. That is a piece of pipe. Look at that! Wow! Now that could be off of like, you know, a swing set. It could be off of somebody's plumbing in their house. It actually could be old. I don't think you can really date this stuff. Now, I'm not really that excited about a piece of pipe, but it was a good signal, and I'm so hopeful there'll be some good stuff in here. It's a beautiful creek, absolutely gorgeous. Hey, I want to show you something. Well, I'm stuck with my machine. Let me drop my headphones. I'm using the AT Max, which of course normally has the wireless headphones, but since I'm in the water, I have to use the ones with the cable because I'm going underwater with them. So that's why I'm using those today, and I can just drop them in the water, which is nice. I want to show you something over here. So I just dropped my machine right there. And if you look at this tree, and you go up, 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 you can see all these leaves up here. See the leaves way? I can't even reach it with a piece of pipe above my head. And oh, there's a few over there too. What that is where the water level was in this creek when it flooded not too long ago. It was way, way up above my head after a big heavy rain. It flushes all the stuff out of the woods, the leaves and the sticks, and they get caught up in the branches. That's at least 5 feet above my head right there. So there was 10 feet of water where we're standing, rushing down this creek not that long ago. If it rains tonight, we need to make sure we're up on the bank there. That's a nice high bank, would be safe up there for sure. Now this is not a good sign. Do you know what it is? Do ya? This is a cheap entrenching tool, something like the military would use, except it's a copy, so it fell apart. And what this is telling me, it was probably, or a likely story is, that there was a person metal detecting up on that hill behind me. Because we're in an area where there's a lot of Civil War activity. And he had this little cheap shovel and it broke on him, so he pitched it down here in the creek. That's my theory as to how this little shovel got here. I've thrown them in creeks before too. Yeah, I have. So you get mad when your shovel breaks. So it's encouraging because it tells me that other people believe this is a good place to relic hunt. And this is so old, I don't think they were in the water. I think this has been in the water a long time. It came from that hillside up there. That's what I'm going to keep telling myself. Okay, let's keep going. We're going to go up around the bend there, and we'll try to go another mile or so. As soon as the sun gets down close to the horizon, though, we're going to have to skedaddle back to the boat because we have to have enough time to set up camp. A very small, quick camp, but we have to have time. I don't want to do it in the dark. Just found another big chunk of iron here. That looks really old. Now this could be a mill dam that we're coming upon. I bet it is. I bet that's exactly what it is. It's probably something to do with the mill. Not necessarily, I got something in my eye, a bug. Not necessarily a gold mine. Alright, we'll find out eventually. Yeah, I had that bug out of my eye. Yeah, this is exactly what this is. This is an old dam. This was not on the map. Kind of our own little discovery, so let's take a look at it. Be our only discovery of the evening. This is a great big, bolt. That's probably holding it together. But what you can see these beams going across here, right? See that? And there's rocks up there, and you see this beam is going into it that way. So there'll be a series of them going across here. They may have gotten washed away, or they could be buried. This is definitely a dam right here. So it's either some type of dam for a mill, Yeah, I guess that's what it would be for. I don't know. It could be some type of gold operation, but I suspect a mill. You should look around here a little bit closer, because of course, if it was here during the Civil War, which it could have been, although it's not on any map, soldiers could have visited it and dropped some stuff. So, little bag of gold coins. We're still right here at the dam. That's where I just shot that last scene. And I got a really, really sweet squeaker right here. It doesn't sound like a can, but it's reading really high. Right there, look at that. Don't know what it is. It's big though, you know, that's the only thing that makes me a little nervous. So let's go see what that is. It's all clouded up, but we'll use a pinpointer. I see this over here too. Do you know what that is? Do ya? That's the pawpaw that we talk about all the time. If you ever want to eat these things, make sure they're ripe first. You squeeze them, they should be really, really soft. I would say this is edible, but could be a little bit softer. I'm not going to eat it though, because it was in the water with the beaver poo. If you're ever in a stream like this, or even it's much, much smaller, if there's any chance there's beaver in it, you don't want to be drinking the water or getting it in your mouth and swallowing it, because you can get Giardia. It lives in your body and makes you really, really sick, and you can actually die from it by dehydration. You just basically poo and throw up, and you just can't keep the water down. It's not like the brain-eating amoeba that gets you, that, you know, kills you in water. Usually that's warm water. But let's get back to the signal. You thought I forgot about it, didn't you? I did forget where it was, so I'm going to have to bring the machine over. I did find a couple beer cans earlier, so I don't think that's a beer can. It's small, but it's a sweet high sound. It's just nice and high, brassy type thing. So let's go under. It's big though, and it's buried. See, it's underneath these rocks yet, so I'm gonna have to move some of these rocks. It might take me a while, sorry. But since we really don't have much time anyway, this might be one of the only good signals I get. I don't know. Alright, we're getting, that's a lot of big flat rocks and sand. So I'm digging these kind of things up here. Look at the quartz. See any gold in the quartz? Maybe it's a giant nugget. Beautiful piece of quartz right there. That little one on top. Alright, pinpoint it back down there. It's screaming now. I'm just going to kind of move things toward me until it moves. Yeah, we moved it. On my hand. Okay, you ready? Nope, still don't have it. Alright, let's try this again. Alright, we got it. Oh no! No! That is? I can't believe it read that high. Batteries. That's a battery. Probably to someone's metal detector. Oh no. See, that's not reading as high. Here's that low tone. Put that in a bag. There's probably a couple more down there. Maybe even a flashlight or something. So I'll get my pinpoint. Let's check it again. Yeah, there's more. That's why I was giving the high signals, because it's more than one. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and put the camera away. I'll dig it, whatever's up there, and then I'll show it to you. So I've been working on this target for like 10 minutes, and I'm down at least 10 inches lower than that battery. And it's a kind of hard sandy clay with rocks in it, so I don't think it's going to be related to the battery, whatever it is, because it's still there. I haven't gotten down to it yet. To listen to it on the machine here real quick. It just sounds so good. That sounds like a belt buckle or something almost, or a big silver coin. Now, I'm not getting my hopes up, but it's still down in this hole. I mean, I'm way underneath that where that battery was, so hopefully it's not a flashlight. It probably is. I'm gonna probably have to turn the camera back off, because it's hard to dig, and I don't want to use my pick because I don't want to damage whatever it is. I just cannot feel anything yet. And now the rocks are cemented together. I'm digging. Well, let me turn that off. I'm digging, these kind of rocks here, and they're all cemented together with sand, so you can tell how dirty the water is. But all right, camera off. we'll be back in a minute. I've been here for like an hour digging this hole, and it sounds like a good squeaker, but it isn't, okay? I'm down about, I don't know, 12, 18 inches or something like that, and I got the bright idea to get my magnet and see if it was iron, and sure enough, it's iron. I guess it's giving that high squeak because it must be thick, flat iron, and that would make sense considering we're right here at the dam and there's giant pieces of iron over there, so I just wasted a bunch of time. Yeah, that hole's right here. I'm going to those, you can see where I've been piling the rocks up over there and all around. I'm going to go ahead and fill it back in, and we're never going to know what that is. I hate it, hate it, hate it, but it's probably just a big piece of iron like that thing on the bank over there, and we don't have enough time. I want to get this creek done tonight. I want to get that little ford and get back to the main channel of the river so we can find a camp. So let's keep moving. I hate it. I hate leaving stuff like that. Just never know. Could be a cannon, I suppose. Is it a cannon? Oh no. It's not big enough. I started just digging the hole, and the timbers are down there for that dam, but I think there's another dam. This is probably actually the main dam right here. Look at this giant beam going across, and you can see it's got boards to hold the water back. And you can see there's a bunch of rocks going up in there, so this was probably the dam, the main dam, or the dam that they built after the little dam. But that's definitely something down there. Maybe just to divert the water into a flume. I can't really say, but ooh, there's a fish swam by me. He's got like big giant sores all over it. He swam off though, so. All right, let's look in the backwater. Up in here, looks like bedrock, so it should be pretty easy to dig. Maybe there'll be a chest of gold coins from the Civil War up here. But yeah, you can see that beam there, and those rocks are actually, that's probably a stone and cribbage dam where they would use stones and logs to build it. Cool. I'm starting to get into a lot of can lids and stuff, so boy, I haven't found a single thing I wanted to keep yet. So we're officially skunked still. I'm not going to give up yet. We're going to go a ways, but that's discouraging, my friends. I always like to come over to the mud banks and look for arrowheads and tracks, bear tracks and whatnot. I still haven't found anything good. I'm going to walk up past these rocks right here, and we'll get up in this deeper water up there and start detecting. I mean, there could be stuff here, but the problem is that it can get buried really deep. I mean, can could get buried in this stuff really, these cobbles and stuff. In no time at all. So if we're going to be out exploring, I'd rather explore in the places that are easy to dig, like up there. Look, it's starting to level out though. We're losing the hills and stuff. That's good. There's supposed to be a road that crosses up here. I think we're probably getting pretty close to it, hopefully. That's a weird groove cut in that rock. Look at that. Imagine that's natural. Yeah, I'd say. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and turn the machine back on and keep on a-trucking. A few minutes ago I was talking to you about the beaver that could be in this little stream in Giardia, and those are beaver sticks right there. That's where a beaver sat, or at least where a beaver had a branch and he all the bark off of it. What they do is they strip the bark off of the tree like that, and that's what they eat for food. So when you see the branches, they're just white like that. So we know there's definitely beaver in here, so don't drink the water. See a cool little waterfall there. We're going to go up there. I haven't been up there yet. Some beaver stick, but I just came out of that area. And man, it was dark in there. I thought it was like getting ready to, time to go to bed. I was getting ready to head back, but we have time. The reason I got the camera out was because I saw these sticks over here, and then this is again the beaver. This is where he has brought the sticks down to eat them. And I can see you got a little trail going up that way. I thought you might have a den back in here, but I don't see a hole. But could have one up in there maybe. But I'm gonna hunt the edge up here up to that waterfall, and we'll go from there. Nice, cool little waterfall, and that hole right there, man, that's pretty deep. Something back in there too. Look how dark that is. I'm not sure what's going on back there. We'll check that out as well. Yeah, maybe I'll swing the machine in there a few minutes. We'll go up a little bit further, and we'll also check that hole out over there. It looks really suspicious. Well, I looked around the waterfall. I didn't get any signals at all, not a single one. This hole is just where the floods have eaten up the bank. You see it washes down through the woods, I guess, and is eaten underneath this tree. That's amazing, isn't it? Definitely don't want to be standing near here during a storm. All right, let's get back out into the main channel, and we'll go upriver a little bit further. So I'm probably a good mile or two above that dam. I've not found anything to keep yet. I just came across another big spike, solid iron spike. So I'm thinking there's probably another dam just like it up around the bend here, not too far. I mean, it could be a long ways, but we're going to keep going for another 40 minutes, and then we have to turn around and head back. We can always come back tomorrow if we start finding stuff. So I'm not going to come back if we don't find, at least a few bullets. We're going to go to another spot. I have some other ideas, some better places, maybe. I don't know. We'll hope anyway. All right. That's where we're headed next. Kind of weird, that little pile of rocks like that. It looks like it's probably man-made too. I don't know why, but it looks like it is. So I sat down on this rock here to say adios, guys. That's the end of the video, but we're going to go just a little bit further. We do have to be heading back soon. There's just something about that area that's just really drawing my attention. So we're going to go another 200 yards. And then we're going to scramble back through the woods as fast as we can, get to the boat, because we have to get upriver a little bit further, and set up camp. So 220 yards. Treasure. So you remember that big spike that we found? And I said it's probably another dam up in front of us. Well, we just found it. So we're going to have to go a little bit further than the 220 yards. So I'm about 300 yards already. We're going to go ahead and hunt a little further up. Let me show it to you though before we scoot. Fortunately, I'm getting kind of in a hurry. I came upon a bunch of rocks here, so I suspected this was it. And sure enough, if you look right here, that's a giant timber going across the creek to the other side. And there's another one right there. And as the rocks are in the middle, that's what they use for the dam. They had a lot more timbers here too, but they've washed down river with the spikes, and that's why we found the spike. Timber here, you can see they slid boards down there to keep the water back. So those could be 200 years old, and probably actually pretty close to it. We'll go a little bit further. Looks kind of spooky up there though, doesn't it? It's really bright and then it gets super dark. It's also pretty deep right here, isn't it? Just got the camera out to do the wrap up. I saw some animals running across up there. I think they were just raccoons, but when I first saw them, I thought they were beaver. Like a mama and a bunch of little babies. We'll try to sneak up along the bank here. Get a little closer, but we have to head out of here soon. But we're done. As soon as we get up to where they were, I'm leaving. So I can get back. Man, we did not find a single thing today, did we? Yeah, they left. They probably just went right up the bank. She might have heard me talking because I started to talk for the video. You know what? I'm going to go up to that bend. I'm going to dig from here to that bend up there. Then I promise you, I'm leaving. I promise. Okay, I'm off the creek, and I was actually getting ready to head back when I saw this rock over here I needed to explore. And we're going to head back. If I find anything really, oh man, we're going to have to look at this. Look at this. Yeah, we're going to go look at this real quick. We're not. I don't know. No, we're going to leave. We're going. But looky there. You know what that is? That's a box turtle. Isn't that cool? I'm not going to touch him because I've heard, I'll put my hand near him so you can see his size. I've heard that we carry viruses that we can actually transmit to the turtles, so I'm not going to pick him up. But he's a cutie. Out here minding his own business, probably looking for pawpaws. Standing in a pawpaw patch, see if I can find him one. I know when I'm at home, they eat my tomatoes, and I'll put like a tomato in front of them, and they'll sit there and eat it. Nope, none in that tree. Okay. All right, no pawpaw for Mr. Turtle. He's gonna have to find his own. So you saw those dredge boats. There's a inchworm on me. Those things bite though, so gotta get rid of him. You saw those dredge boats I passed back here. Those are that's what they use to dredge for gold in this river here, and you'll see me use them up in Alaska. But anyway, after I passed them, there was a couple guys up on the bank, and they kind of hailed me over because they wanted to check my boat out. And I got to talking to him, and he said that right up here somewhere, kind of gave me directions, that he was sluicing, you know, just digging dirt and running through a little sluice box in a pan a couple weeks ago, and he found 3 mini balls just in the gravel that he was sluicing when he was looking for gold. And he set them up on a rock, and he forgot about them. Now, since then, there's been a big flood, so he doesn't think they're going to be there, but I know they're going to be there. So we're going to go up and look for them, but might have to wait till morning because it's a little bit further up and the sun's going down, and I just passed a perfect campsite. So we're going to call it quits for real, maybe, tonight. There's a giant hornet's nest, I think, in that tree over there. We'll go look at it in a minute. But let's go back down wherever we're going to get. I want to get my camp set up, and we'll hit that first thing in the morning. It could be epic. If you look in the corner of that tree right there, I think that's a hornet's nest, and that island is where we're going to camp. It's nice and sandy and open. I got a hammock that we can set up there, so have a nice fire. But let's go look at the hornet's nest first. We won't kick it. The river's really shallow. I've had to get out a few times. You can see it's only a couple inches deep right there, but it's a little bit deeper on the side. We'll get as close as we can. Hopefully it won't sting us to death. I don't think I'm going to turn my motor off just in case they come after me. Yeah, look at them flying in and out. Oh, that's like instant death if I was to hit that thing. We'll keep moving. That's the place right there I thought we'd camp for the night. Doesn't look like anybody's there, so might as well. Sweet. Home again, jiggity jig. I'm letting the water out of the kayak that got in there from me getting in and out. Let's go check out the camp. See what you think. So far I like it. I like it a lot. Oh yeah. Hopefully there's nobody over here. I got plenty of firewood, so it would be good there. You can see where the water was up here not that long ago. That guy said there was a big flood here, so yeah, I think we can set our hammock up right in here somewhere. Yeah, this looks good. Ah, sweet. I like it. Dry our clothes right there. What do you think? I think we did good. Let's set up camp. So as I'm getting everything set up here, I have to be really careful because there's a million little toads in here, and I'm afraid I'm going to step on them. There's one right here, look. It's one by the bottle. That's my water bottle. I'll pick it up in a minute. And there's some going out. They're just everywhere. Yeah, run, little buddy. He's red, isn't he? Oh, there's a little one there. Look at that. They're fast. I'll have to be careful. Now what I do is I put all my clothes, my wet clothes, I hang them up. And I know they're not going to dry, but that'll keep animals from getting inside, like the little toads, and because I don't want to squish them in the morning when I put my boots. So I'll hang everything up like that for tonight. I have nice dry clothes. We'll see after a while.